beach, baby.
After a thrilling first week of tennis at the Miami Open presented by Itau, week 2 reveals who the real contenders are. The name still on everyone's lips is world number 1 Novak Djokovic, who was looking imperious in his search for a history-making third March Masters double.
What he did last year here in Indian Wales and in Key Biscayne was also incredible.
You can argue that every player at least has maybe one weakness. At the very least, he doesn't have any.
Incredible desire to be the best. He's not looking to just be good, he's looking to be great.
Mentally, physically, he's just such an extraordinary specimen, so I don't see why he can't do it again.
To do this double, I mean, these are the only 2 10-day tournaments in the calendar, is something unprecedented, and it just tells you how lucky we are to have a guy like Novak representing us as the best tennis player in the world right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see Novak lifting the trophy.
Djokovic is as focused as ever. He knows it's one thing to climb to world number 1, and quite another to stay there.
Well, nobody's invincible, and even though I've had a great start of the season and great end of the last season, and won many matches and against the top players, that has brought a lot of confidence to me. But again, it doesn't necessarily mean that I do feel invincible and that I approach lighthearted to any match that I play. The experience of being a number 1 of the world in 2011, reaching it for the first time in my career, and then losing the number 1 spot helped me to understand what it takes to go back, but then stay as well. Of course, I'm trying to enjoy my life. I embrace situations, circumstances, the opportunities that I have. I became a father, I became a husband as well. That has brought a new energy to me, a new motivation, and I'm just trying to stay committed to my everyday tennis life, and I think that helps.
The Miami Open presented by Itau is an ever-growing event, attracting more and more fans every year. Key improvements across the entire site have added to the attraction of this unique tournament and its location.
This year we've been focused on improvements both within the player service area as well as in the guest experience. We don't have an event where people come for 3 hours. We have an event where people will come for 10, 11 hours because they're enjoying the sun, they're enjoying the food, they're enjoying the shopping. We got the ocean on one side, we got the bay on the other, and that's great because it's one of the most beautiful places in the world you'll ever have an event.
2 men who know the Florida sunshine very well are Kei Nishikori and Andy Murray. Both are based in the area, and by the way they progress through the early draw, home comforts clearly have an advantage.
For me, more just because I spend so much time here and put in a lot of work on the courts here, that I feel comfortable on them. I know the speed of the court and what the conditions can be like here with the humidity, and I think that gives me a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, it's almost my home. It's really close from my Bradenton home, and it's really easy to come here. So really enjoy playing here.
With a blockbuster climax in store, the players know they must now find their A game if they are to finish the March Masters on a high.
I do come out with the right intensity in the first round, and as much as I do in the finals as well of the event. So I try to have the same kind of approach, same preparation.
It's just playing your best tennis at the right moments at the end of the event.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, Casablanca calling. The clay court swing kicks off in style. And we're in Houston too, as the week's other tournament takes us stateside. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter in English and Spanish. See you next week.